Somebody give me the two forms that we've learned so far. Which is what form? Slope-intercept form. What's the other form? Point slope. And what's that look like? Not so much. Y. No, that's slope. Y minus Y1. There you go. Good. And then what's the slope? What's the formula to find slope? X2 minus X1. Good, Alyssa, because you screwed it up. Okay, so today, new form, standard form. Okay, standard form is AX plus BY equals C. Okay, and you see them in this form all the time because A, B, and C are numbers. Okay, so it's going to look like 4X plus 7Y equals 10. And you guys see them in that form all the time, right? Okay, so what's my A? 4. What's my B?
7.
And what's my C? 10. Boom. If we wanted to find slope and y-intercept, what would I have to get by itself? The y. Yep, I would have to get it into slope-intercept form. Okay, so we're going to get a bunch of equations in this form, and what we're going to do today is find the x and the y-intercept. Okay, so we know what the x-intercept is, right? Well, no, we know what the y-intercept is, right? Yes? All right, so the x-intercept, so the y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis, right? Because it's the y-intercept. The x is going to be where it crosses the x-axis, yeah. So it's the line, or it's the point at which the line crosses the x-axis. Okay? And if I have a graph, if I'm on the x-axis right here, let's say this point right here, what point would that be? 3, 0. Yep. So with the x-intercept, what is 0? The blank comma 0. What's 0? The y is always 0. Okay, so it's always the opposite. So in the x-intercept, y is going to be 0. Okay, that's super important because that's going to be how we figure out how to find our x-intercept. Okay, and then the opposite is true for the y-intercept. Okay, the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. Okay, and in this case, if I have this point right here, what's this point right here? This would be negative, no, what is it? 0, negative 3. So what is 0 in this case? The x. Okay, so in this case, the x value is 0. So it's always the opposite. Okay, so for the y, or for the x-intercept, what is 0? For the x-intercept, what is 0? The y. Yep, the opposite. Okay, for the y-intercept, what is 0? The x. Okay, yep, because it's always the opposite. Okay, so if I have a graph, okay, this is my y-intercept because this is where it crosses the y-axis, right? And my x-intercept is here because that's where it crosses the x-axis. I'm not ready for that yet. Okay, so if I have oops. That's a bad line. Okay, so if I look at this graph, okay, my x-intercept is what? Where does it cross the x-axis? But what point? The x-axis. Okay, so time out. Where does it cross the x-axis? Right here, right? Yep. So what point is that? -3, 0. Okay, because remember points, you need two numbers, right? It's always x comma y. Sydney, you look confused. Huh? Are you sure? Okay, so the y-intercept, where does it cross the y-axis? Is 0, 8. It's just the point where it crosses that line. Okay, so don't make it more difficult than it is. You're just looking at the graph to see where it crosses. Okay, so if I have this line here, and they're asking you to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So the x-intercept, where does it cross the x-axis? No, the x-axis, 6, 0. The point 6, 0 is the x-axis. Remember, your x is the axis that goes across. Maybe you're going to want to stay awake for this stuff. Or nobody's going to sit and help you with it. Okay? My y-intercept, where does it cross the y-axis? 0, -4. Yep. Okay? So it's not so bad, right? Not horrible? Well, it's going to be a little bit more to it than just that. That's going to be one part of it. The other part of it is they're going to give us an equation, and we're going to have to find the x and the y-intercept. Okay? So if you remember back to that first page, for the x-intercept, how did we, what was 0 with the x-intercept? The y was. Okay? So to find the x-intercept, we plug 0 in for y. So you're going to want to get that down. To find your x-intercept, we plug 0 in for y. So we have this equation, right? Okay, 3x plus 4y equals 12. What am I putting 0 in for? Y. So I've got 3x plus 4 times 0 equals 12, or 3x plus 0 equals 12. So this goes away, right? So 3x equals 12. What? Divide by 3. X equals 4. Okay, so for my x-intercept, I have the point, what is x? 4. What did I put in for y? 0. So my x-intercept is 4, 0. Okay, to find my y-intercept, what am I going to do? Plug 0 in for x. Okay, so we got to go back to the original equation. We have 3 times, what am I plugging in for x? 0 plus 4y equals 12. What's 3 times 0? 0. So this goes away, right? So 4y equals 12. Divide by 4, y equals 3. So what point is this? What did I put in for 0? So 0, 3. Well, we said x was 4, right? Remember, points are always x, y, right? Okay, well, what did we say x was? 4. And what did we put in for y? 0. So the point 4 is 0. Over here, y is 3, and what did we put in for x? 0. So 0, 3. Okay? All right, we definitely need to do another one of those. Okay, so we've got 2x plus 5y equals 20. No, not at all. Okay, so to find the x-intercept, what am I doing? Putting 0 in for y. So 2x plus 5 times 0 equals 20. What happens with my 5 times 0? It cancels out because it's 0. So 2x equals 20, x equals 10. So that is the point. 10, 0. Yep, and you could plug it in over here too. Because you put 0 in for y, you got 10 out for your x. Okay, y-intercept, I'm putting 0 in for x. So 2 times 0 plus 5y equals 20. That one cancels out because 2 times 0 is 0. So 5y equals 20. Y equals what? Y equals what? 4. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So this point is 0, 4. Okay, so now we have 2 points, right? We have the point 10, 0, right there. We have the point 0, 4 is right there. We draw our line through those 2 points and we have our line. It is like magic. Oh, we're going to do that a little bit later. We're doing one more. Because I kind of feel as though some of us are still struggling. How do we erase this guy? Alright, so our equation is 6x plus 3y equals 24. Okay, x-intercept, I'm plugging 0 in for y. So 6x plus 3 times 0 equals 24, right? That goes away. 6x equals 24. X equals... Okay, so this is the point 4, 0, because x is 4. We plugged in 0 for y. So the point 4, 0, over 4 up 0, boom. Okay, what else do I need to find? The y-intercept, we just found the x-intercept. So to find the y-intercept, I do what? So I'm putting 0 in for what? For x, yep. So 6 times 0 plus 3y equals 24. That goes away. So 3y equals 24. Divide by my 3y equals 8. So what's that point? 0, 8. So over 0, up 8. Connect my dots. Boom. My line. Not so bad, right? Okay, one thing we have to talk about. What happens if they give me an equation in slope-intercept form? What if they give me y equals 5x plus 10? No. Same thing, guys, same thing. To find the x-intercept, what do I have to do? Put 0 in for y. So y is 0 equals 5x plus 10. Now we have to solve this. So what would I do? What would I do? To solve this, how do I solve this equation? Add 10 to the other side? Subtract 10 to the other side. So negative 10 equals 5x, then what? Divide by 5, x equals negative 2. So this point is negative 2, 0, because x is negative 2, y is 0. So negative 2, 0, no, is right there. That's my x-intercept. Okay, my y-intercept, what am I putting 0 in for? X. Y equals 5 times 0 plus 10. What's 5 times 0? So y equals 0 plus 10, so y equals 10. There's nothing to move there. It's already in y equals. So y is 10. Yes, ma'am. Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay. So in this one, we put 0 in for y, and then we just had an equation to solve, just like we've been solving all year long, right? Okay, in this one, we put 0. Actually, we could just look at the equation, right? Because it's in y equals mx plus b. What's b stand for? The y-intercept. What is my y-intercept? Oh, see how that works? No? I'm okay with that.